Hey guys, welcome back to Easy Life. Today we will continue our career mode on Snooker 19. This is I think part 57, and we will be we're on probably the biggest match of our career mode, the European Masters quarterfinal, our first ranking event quarterfinal. We've been to a semi-final before, but like I said before, that was non-ranking, the Shanghai Masters. So yeah, this is the utmost pressure today on this match. I feel like I feel a lot this match. This is really getting me going. If I win this match, I'm really a contender for the title. This is best of 7, and I feel if I win this match, best of 11 in the next round, I'd certainly have a chance. I'm pretty sure it's best of 11. I don't think it's a full best of 7 tournament. It's the European Masters. It's a decent tournament. So Stephen's breaking off in the first frame. Hopefully he plays as badly as Mark Allen. And yesterday in the Mark Allen video, or in one of the recent Allen videos that I did, I said that he's the only top 16 player we beat, and we actually beat another top 16 players in the Shanghai Masters in the first round, and that was actually Stephen Maguire. We beat him by 6 frames to 2. Meanwhile, I think that's a very healthy safety shot, yeah. It's as good as it looks. Just avoided the in-off, did Maguire there. But, yeah. Order of the day, got first chance. We got our first chance of the match. Right in the heart of the pocket. What a chance this is. Don't fancy that though. Tough yellow. And I feel I'm going to have to go for my shots if I want to get through. Not because it's Stephen Maguire or anything, just because you don't get through rounds like these by being gutless, do you? You have to take your chances. You have to really be prepared to. You have to be prepared for your chances, and I mean this is another missable one.
No issues there. Great viewing there.
Whoops. Commentators are really happy with me at the moment, but although I wouldn't say I'm playing all too great. Just played another crappy shot there. But I still fancy myself for this black.
That's a top shot. He's right on top of his game at the moment.
I'm just, they're saying I'm right on top of my game, he did. But I just feel as though I'm just constantly pulling off recovery shots. I mean, I'd like to get into prime position. This is just not this is not a good start. Obviously, I don't need to tell you if you're a big enough snooker fan, you'd probably know that I'm playing a lot of recovery shots. Now, unless this red pots, it doesn't pot. The end of break is very near to us. Yeah, there's not a lot of life left in this break. I'm just going to play a big exhibition here of a shot and hope that it goes to plan. This could be the key to the frame, No.
Not sure what happened there, but that's a call.
It was a good attempt, but it was a tough shot, I mean, there's really nothing I could do about it. So I'm just going to play the tuck up. I don't feel like any other safety shot's worth it. Like, I don't feel comfortable playing anything else.
Ronnie O'Sullivan.
Don't think I've done a bad job of that. Touching ball.
Touching ball.
It's Maguire left. I think there's a gap. There's always a gap in snooker. As the saying goes. There's always a gap.
An easy one.
And now a chance. I'm not so bothered today about the centuries. I mean, part of the reason, partly because this is a pressured match and I just want to win it, and partly because I've already done the century breaks. Obviously, that doesn't mean that I'm never going to try for a century again, and I'm always going to want to do a maximum now. It's going to be the next item on my agenda, I think. Once I can comfortably do a century break.
Another trademark crunching long pop.
But I just feel like, not just even this break, because this break obviously is very young yet, if you like, but, I just feel like this frame, it's been awkward, it's been tough for me to get into a good position. Again, the position's not all that, and yeah, the black's not bad for a change, but, well, not for a change, I think I might have had, no, it's the first half decent shot I'm probably taking, I think I missed this. And for a change, his positional starts are just starting to get easier. This red's a decent one for a change. The first black I took on earlier in the frame, that was such a horrible shot. Such a horrible black that was. I mean, I got it, it was a fantastic shot, but right, here's my chance to... The key to the frame. I'm very much a man on a mission. It's a phrase they used to get about Selby in the final of the World Championship. There goes, a man on a mission. I can't remember who said it, probably McManus. You know, McManus, he talks his rubbish. I know the way I say it, he talks his rubbish, makes me sound it as if I think he's an idiot. As a matter of fact, I really, really like McManus as a commentator. He does talk a lot of rubbish, but I'm more than okay with that. I actually like listening to it. I mean, I know it sounds weird. Why would you like listening to rubbish? It's just so light-hearted and funny that I don't mind it. I mean, I don't mean to diss John Virgo. I don't diss him for one moment. He's my favourite commentator, but he really makes it too intense to watch sometimes. I mean, as if snooker's not already really intense to watch. John Virgo just about puts the screw on. He just about turns the screw. So does Dennis even, you know. Dennis and John, they really know how to make a pressured match. They really know how to make a pressured surroundings. They're good for a laugh, though. You know, I'm not really a Dennis fan to listen to. I obviously never seen him play, really, except for the Seniors Championship, which I might have seen him play. Like, I had a chance to see him play. I didn't watch his match, you know. He lost 3-0, I don't know who to. But I know he didn't win any frames, and then he retired. I can't remember who he played in the Seniors Championship. I think Lilly won the Seniors Championship, David Lilly. We played him earlier in our career mode. We nearly made a century against him, I think. I think it might have been the World Open qualifiers or something like that. It was one of my first episodes. Meanwhile, I don't know if this has got the legs it has. And that's a nice shot. I'm on the yellow, very nicely. So yeah, very much in with a good chance now for this first frame. And you know, I'm happy with the way I've started. I would have liked to have obviously done it in one visit, just to send a message out to Maguire, but, you know, if he's going to play as badly as he did in this frame, then I don't really need as many chances. I don't really need to play that well. I mean, I know that sounds insulting, but obviously I'd like to play well. It just sounds a bit wrong to say I don't need to play well. I should play well. I want to play well. Meanwhile, on a break of 42. You know, the century, I think, is still on by the looks of it, by the looks of the points. Run, yeah, that's good. Good shot. And this is frame ball. This to go 67 in front with just 59 remaining. And it's there. So we take the opening frame in our quarter-final encounter with the Maverick. On fire, Stephen Maguire, as they call him. Stephen on fire Maguire? I don't fancy that. I really don't fancy that shot. I mean, I know he needs snookers. He needs a couple of snookers to tie, but I just don't. I don't want to start counting my chicken. I don't want to start counting my chickens. You know, counting my eggs before they've hatched. As the saying goes, you know. And I'm sure I've won this one. I don't see Maguire winning it, but I just like to win it more. I just want to produce a frame-winning break, just practice potting some balls. Ooh, nervy one. Break 56. There's 51 remaining. This will put me on 60. This will put 60. Break 61 with 51 on the table. Have I overhit it is the question. I think I'm okay. I'm okay, I can still pot this, but it's missable now. It's there, you know. Obviously, you know. Am I going to be on the pink is the question. I think I'm on this pink. I'd like to be on the pink just to kind of get pink back on his spot and in prime position. The brown's a trickier pot than the pink, obviously. Brown's a tricky pot, full stop, so I didn't really fancy going. Didn't really want to have to go for it. Nicely done. So yeah, only 10 minutes into this match and already we're probably going to make a century here. Obviously, score of 85 in this frame, but obviously I made that early break of whatever, 17. That break where I just it was a tricky little break at the start. I just couldn't get into position. I suppose I just potted a few balls and got an early lead in the frame, which I felt helped me and gave me a little bit of confidence, you know. Just kind of made me feel like I got an edge in this frame, and these points could come in handy later on. I didn't actively think that, but in the back of my mind, I would have known that. And as long as we're on 73 by the colours, we can make the century, and we're past 73. So yeah, the century is most certainly on now. Just a few more balls to pot, you know. And a century a couple of videos ago. So was this Tuesday night? I think this is Tuesday evening. So yeah, Sunday evening we had a century, Saturday evening we had the century. I mean, what an emphatic way to do it, Saturday night, you know. Probably my biggest audiences. I missed a green before a yellow, in the last frame against Lee Hang. I looked certain to make my second century on the spin, because I was doing green to yellow to get onto the yellow, because I thought that was probably the easiest positional shot. But yeah, this is the frame at my mercy. Sorry, the frame's obviously won. The frame's like well and truly safe. It's a 1-0 lead, unless I accidentally press the concede button. But that shouldn't happen. But yeah, 107 on. Sorry, 105 on. Can't beat my high break. My high break currently stands at 109, which I've done twice. High break on career mode, that is. I actually made centuries before career mode, before that century the other day, but I feel like making it on this career mode, on the series, I'm not going to lie, I have made centuries, but not many of them, like only a couple. I made one in practice, but I don't even count that. I think I said I made 119, I think it was, or 112 as Liu Haoxian against Alan McManus, but you know, I think Alan left me the table, nope.
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 87.
No century break, but nonetheless, a very good frame. It's disappointing, obviously, not to get the century, but, you know, this fills me with great confidence. And, yeah, Maguire obviously did the break in the first frame, so it's hard.
Looking good at the moment, and we'll be pleased with that last frame.
Neil said I'll be pleased with that last frame. You're damn right I will. I mean, obviously, just the only disappointment is to have not made the century. Yeah, okay, I would have liked to have won it in one visit, but I'm really not too fussed about the one visit thing. You know, that's probably what a snooker player might like, because it means something. It really sends a message out to their opponent, and obviously they're playing a real human being. I am just playing Stephen Maguire virtual, but although I have my suspicions that this virtual Maguire might have, well, I think that the virtual players are programmed to have things such as confidence that they pick up through matches. Like at the start of the match, that I noticed they're really rusty sometimes. But after they started winning a few frames, like they won't miss a ball that much. So I do think they program artificial confidence, if you like. So I think it adds a whole new dynamic to Snooker 19 and makes it more realistic. Not a bad split. Got a couple of reds, not easy ones. Oh, does that pot? That's easy. That's an easy red, yes. If I wasn't on that red, which, by the way, I didn't aim for that red, that was a really sloppy positional shot. And I think that was just me being overconfident, thinking that I can clear up from here. I mean, I can clear up from here. It's well within my capability now. I mean, where the balls are. You know, the black's obviously a bit tied up, so that obviously weakens how good of a chance it is. And there are a couple of safe reds, but I can certainly score a really good break here. Like, I don't doubt myself there. I think the confidence of having done it before now, the century break obviously, I think the confidence that gives me is immense. It's incredible to feel so confident now. Century that I worked hard for a long time. And I had the balls at my mercy in that break. Can't remember about the second century I made. Did I have them at my mercy there? Yeah, I did spend a very long time over that shot, and you knew it, but it's kind of just a trickier positional shot. But man, when I realised that this red pots, it just kind of, the ease that, I was just so relieved, I kind of thought, yeah, this isn't bad. Nice shot.
19.
So that's a nice shot. Does the pink pot? No, it doesn't. Again, another tricky positional shot. But I think a red pot.
Just looking to drop this in gently.
Perfectly judged in terms of the power bar. Am I on the red? Yeah, oh yeah, okay, not the red I aimed for. I'm onto the red I aimed for, but not as nicely as I would have liked. Although that red pots, and that's not a bad red. But I'm hampered with that, so I can't do a lot. I don't have freedom, as much freedom as I would like with the cue ball, which kind of takes away the ease of the shot again. I just obviously want the easiest shots I can have. It's potted. I feel like my number one what's the word? I feel like the number one intention of a shot is to pot the ball. Obviously, I mean position's a side factor because, like John Virgo says, he says a very valid thing, quite often about pots and stuff. He says, if you pot the balls, you get to play the next shot. As simple as it sounds, it's 100% true because if you get position, you're on the next shot and you can play it. If you don't get position, you still have the freedom to play a safety shot. Whereas if you miss the pot, your opponent could score, or they have the safety initiative or whatever, unless you fluke some outrageous safety or by fluke or whatever. See, John Virgo's a good entertainer, but he also knows a lot about snooker. I suppose a lot of these commentators do know a lot about snooker because they are players themselves. I mean, all the ones on the BBC, I think, are, except for Rob Walker. At the moment, anyway. I don't even know. Rob Walker, I'm sure, probably must like snooker himself. And he must have some sort of love of snooker. And you wouldn't think that they'd employ somebody who just completely doesn't dislikes. You wouldn't think that they'd employ an MC for snooker that hates snooker. I mean, I know he's an MC, but still, he must have some sort of passion for the sport. Just at least, even if something, knowledge. I don't know. Even just as much as the passion I have. I don't know. Just like know the players, know the sport, just enjoy playing it. Maybe just have a casual game every now and then. You know. Depends how casual you take it. Obviously, I take it quite seriously at times, even though I don't play for money. I don't play for money at all. I just play for fun, you know. But I do take it seriously. I do want to win. I mean, nothing beats a bit of competition. It's for the half century, 50 break. And now I think I've picked out all the easy reds, and I've also picked out a few of the tougher ones, so the table's probably a lot easier to clear up from than when it was when I started. But even if I miss now, it's still a very tough table for Maguire to come back from, especially having been frozen out for 2 frames. Well, nearly 2 frames. Because obviously I'm about to take a 2-0 lead there. I wouldn't think I wouldn't. Yeah, that's not very good English. I wouldn't think I wouldn't, but you know, I think this is just. I think the other day I did mention oh, sorry guys. I think I did mention the concept of cherry picking the other day. Just picking off reds one by one, which is exactly what I'm doing here. Deliberately played that off the cushion just to get an angle on this pink. Because, you know, I think I was going to be the other side of the pink otherwise, and that was to the other, the cue ball was going to be below, playing a thicker pink than this. And that would have taken the cue ball away from the reds, which was obviously what I didn't want. And I want to land position on the reds to continue my break. Obviously, like John Virgo said, pot the balls, get to play the next shot, but if you can continue the break, you want it for as long as you can to keep your opponent away from the table and with no hope.
Just the red required here.
So there we go, we will be taking a 2-0 lead, barring snookers.
That should be it. No real way for the opponent to win the frame now. 65.
Yeah, this looks like end of break to me. So 71, you know. Certainly not a bad break. It's going to be 71, barring some outrageous positional shot. It was all because I landed high on the. It was all because I landed that side of the pink. That was exactly what I didn't want it before. Okay, I think I might have a red. You know, I might have an easy one. It depends. Ooh, this is tight. If it does go, this is tight. It does go. So no, that's not end of break, barring... Yeah, I potted that, so... Break lives on.
72.
How long can I keep it alive for? Gonna give myself an angle on this red. Just gonna deliberately play it high. Just so I can produce some kind of a cannon to free the awkward part of the table. Although I don't know how much of an angle I got. I got a good angle, yeah. See what I can do here. So I bought one red out, which is you know good, you know, good sense.
Pace is key.
Is that in? I think it is. Yeah, it drops.
85. Delicate touch required here. 86.
So I think this is a higher break than the one we made in the last frame, and I don't know. I could still continue this break, although it would take something here. Obviously, you could imagine.
Play towards the left middle pocket.
Oh,
92.
I got a shot at it. Put it that way. I got a shot at this red, even if it's extremely difficult. No, I missed it, but never mind. A good break of 92, you know, I'll take that. And, you know, Snooker wouldn't go amiss, just to completely confirm that he's in his seat. 35 remaining, yeah, that's a 2-0 lead. So, you know, that's a, I think we've won those 2 frames in style. Maguire breaking off in frame 3. He hasn't really got a look in so far. What's he going to leave us off this break? He's left us a red immediately. Now, just want to check if the black goes to left to right corner. Don't think it does, so it's going to play a shot in and out of that part of the table. No, it's admissible.
That's a good open red.
Now, best hope the pink goes, and I don't think it does, because this is a very short break.
1.
Yeah, this is... It'll be end of break. I'm just going to take these extra 5 points. You know what? Why give in? I'm playing so well that I'm actually going to just try. I'm going to try and force the cannon.
Playing this with plenty of power. Well, an excellent pot. Wonderful pot. Outstanding effort.
The way they're really happy with that shot, you know. I think I've landed on this red. I think this might pot. The way they're talking about it. Man, that actually pots! That was like the most... That is being... Like, I would never normally get this good luck. I'm not complaining for 1 second. Don't think I'd complain. I wouldn't complain about a good piece of fortune like that. But man... Like, it's all going my way today. This is a very one-sided... I mean, that should... no complaints, but I should not have got that lucky with this. The fact that this goes... And the position's, like, far from easy. Well, obviously I can get position, but... To split the reds... I'm asking a lot. If I want position to split the reds... Well, I'm not. I could just come off the cushion, probably. That was always on, you know, that in-off. That in-off was always on. I realised it when I was playing the shot.
Stephen Maguire, 4.
But you know, that is actually, I think that's Maguire's first points in this match. I didn't realise he was making us play on. I was just standing there waiting for him to play his shot. But yeah, I think that's actually Maguire's first points. That's a shame that. We could have whitewashed him in points. I want to keep his point total to an absolute minimum. But I think this could be a bit of a scrappy frame now. I think we've let him score. Well, not a very good shot, really. I mean, he may have left something here. He should have left something. Yeah, he has.
This is really tricky.
Neil says this is really tricky, but, you know, on this game, nothing much is that tricky. No shot that's near straight is tricky. And the thinner, the harder the thinner they are, the harder they are on this game. That's generally the rule. I don't want to
That's not bad. I wouldn't say it's perfect.
It's not great. That's definitely not great. But it might. I've still got red. It's tough though. This is missable. This is definitely missable, and this is definitely a potential route back into the match for Stephen.
Well, that's just.
But yeah. I'm not going to miss. Like, I'm literally on a mission today. I am on a mission. I'm on a mission not just for this quarterfinal. I'm on a mission to win the tournament. Like, playing like this, I really, realistically I'm feeling it now. Like emotionally, I feel... Emotionally, it's really exciting, you know. You can imagine it. Just the prospect of winning the tournament. Man, that is the craziest feeling, let me tell you. Let me tell you, man. And I don't know if any of you guys play Snooker 19, or if you're just watching this just cause. But if you have I don't know how you'd feel on your when you first believed you could win a title. But I've never believed it so strong as I am today. I'm really like I didn't know how well I was going to play today. This is a complete different day. This is the next day after the Allen match that I'm filming this. I'm actually I filmed that in the morning, I think. Oh, I didn't. I filmed it in the afternoon. It's like 6 o'clock when I'm filming this now. It's really late in the day compared to how early I've been filming some of my other videos. But yeah, I didn't know how I was going to play today because I hadn't really done much of video games. I'd kind of just spent a day outside.
He's going for it.
But I just couldn't resist playing some more Snooker 19 with the prospect of winning the tournament. I always believed I could do it today. Like, from the moment... Ironically enough, it's a tournament which I was considering skipping out at one point, very briefly, until I realised that I'd qualified for this tournament. I was going to skip this one. I was going to pass on it after the China Championship defeat. But blowing my trumpet too soon there, because that's a miss. Now, what's Stephen got?
Ronnie O'Sullivan, 25.
Nonetheless, I'm really feeling it. Well, there you go. Maguire's potted his first ball. And that's a good positional shot. It's a chance now. And obviously, I'd really, really like to take this frame because it'd obviously mean potentially finishing the match in this video. Well, that's an absolutely terrible shot, really, from Maguire. Like, oh, or is it? It's not bad, you know. He's not left us anything to go at, so I wouldn't say it's rubbish. Unless, I think there is a red, actually, potential. But does this red next to the pink ball to the left corner? No, it doesn't. Tapping my Xbox controller there for as a virtual table. Virtual table, lovely. Lovely analogy. Oh, can't see. And I feel like I played a good safety there. You know, why not use that red in bulk to my advantage? Yeah, there's a potential pot on here, obviously. Whether he gets it or not, you know, he's been frozen out in this match for quite some time. I don't know if this is a chance. Well, this red does pot, but it's tough. It's a tough pot, but it's a pot. It's a chance that I can't refuse. No, there's no point refusing it if I'm going to knock it in like that, am I? And get position on the green into the left centre. Definitely no point refusing a break. I like frames. I like winning frames. Just like
This one up to the middle pocket.
I'm sure any snooker player does. Unless they're just rooting for their opponent just because they feel bad for them or something. But if you feel that bad for them, why did you bully them so hard to get? Because unless you just feel sorry for them anyway because they don't win anything. Meanwhile, that's a disgusting shot. That is an absolutely disgraceful shot. That is absolutely disgraceful, really. Although the fact that I haven't left anything easy to go at is comforting, but only to have made 4 from that is disappointing. I feel like I'm just having to work a bit harder in this frame. I feel like winning this frame. I feel like I win this frame and I win the match pretty much because 3-0. At 3-0, you got to say it's a very long way back for Maguire. And 2-0 is already a great lead. We didn't go this much in front against Mark Allen. We were 1-1 after 2 frames. But I'm getting these in. I'm not missing a lot in this match. I'm very determined to win. I obviously want to win every match I play, but this tournament, man, I just feel like I played really well. And obviously I hope we don't have to come into contact with someone like Trump until the final. My nightmare, which I know who my next 2 opponents are going to be pretty much if I do play them. I feel like Trump and Robertson are inevitable. I'm going to have to face them at some point. Like if I'm sitting here hoping for players like Wilson and Bingham, then I better to just not bother because I ain't gonna. I might get one of Wilson and Bingham or something like that. I probably could get a player like Wilson or Bingham, but unlikely to get them both times. And certainly I'm unlikely to get a player like Tom Ford or someone not even inside the top 20. I don't know if Tom Ford is in the 20 in this game. I think he might be, although I highly doubt it. But he's just not he's not a bad player. He's not somebody I'd consider a terrible player. But world number 7, Allen, he put up a bad fight yesterday. As in, he didn't play well at all. Well, I don't know. He did. He threw a couple of frames away. And I think we were really... I think we're just starting to be able to capitalise on our opponent's errors a bit better now. And in this match, we've had a lot of errors from Stephen. I mean, this frame especially. He could have won this frame 10 times over, I feel. I don't know about 10 times, but he could have won this frame, definitely. But I just know that he wasn't going to win it. I mean, the way we froze him out in the first 2. He's played pretty poorly. Okay, I know he's on medium difficulty, but we've been whitewashed in this series by the likes of Higgins, you know. And Higgins played good. I can't remember how Higgins played. I think he probably gave us as much chance as Maguire. He did give us good chances, did Higgins, but that was, you got to remember, that was when we were rubbish. That was when I was completely rubbish at this game. So a red, so this green and one more red to take a 3-0 lead.
What a great shot that is.
And with all intent, a place in the semi-finals. Just one more frame. Obviously, barring this goes in. Or provided this goes in, rather.
Important pot here.
That was an important pot. Dave Hendon said it. I don't know why he meant it. It probably could have been the frame ball thing, but you know, 3-0 lead. I ain't saying no to that. I feel like this shot is an exact replica of the pot that I played last time. Position's a bit different. I might be snookered. I'm not in off, no, I'm not in off. I'm not snookered either. What's the point situation? He's going to need 3 snooker. I think he needs 3 snookers. I'm not really bothered about potting this. So long as he doesn't come back. Well, that's pretty much turned the screw if it hadn't been turned already. So 1 frame needed now with all intent, and we are definitely en route to the European Masters, I think, as our first title. And I did not expect to come out and play this well today at all, but I have absolutely crushed this. You know, to clear up here, it'd be nice. 61 break, it'd sound good. Half century in every frame so far, first 2. Be nice just for the 3rd frame to follow the pattern. Put me in good stead going into the frame that I need for the whitewash. Obviously I've won whitewashes in this tournament, but against a player like Maguire, I don't know. I don't think I have. Obviously the last time I beat Maguire, I thrashed him by a heavy scoreline, by a 4-frame margin in that one as well. 6-2.
Well played.
But 6-2 doesn't sound as emphatic as 4-0 just because it's not a whitewash. Obviously, I haven't won the fourth frame yet. I haven't even started it. I haven't even got in on it, you know. Well, I missed that, despite having potted the red, but I won't really, I'm not really too fussed. No half century, but I think 43 break, was it? 43, yeah, the referee said to Brendan Moore. So yeah, there we go. A solid break from in frame 3, puts us 3-0 in front. And we're breaking off in the last frame of this video. And for you guys, I'm going to try to make this the last frame of the match. So we can get straight into our semi-final next time. So yeah, very commanding lead, and wow. If ever I wanted to be in a ranking event semi-final, if ever I wanted a ranking event, if ever I wanted just to win a ranking title, that would be what I'd want to see on my opponent's break-off, you know. This is really a chance to win. To hammer home what has been a truly fantastic performance from us today. Like, I don't mean to blow my own trumpet, as I say all the time, but man, this has been really top-notch.
Nicely positioned for the red.
And you know, I didn't think we were going to get positioned there, but I'd say we've had the run of the ball. But you know, so often in this game, the luck favours the one who's played the better. Obviously, I'm nowhere near winning this frame yet. But already things are going my way. The balls are beautifully spread. The only issue I've got, really, I'd say, is the black being where it is. I mean, the pink, obviously, you could describe as being awkward, but I'm not overly fussed about that. I'm pretty sure I'll cannon it sooner or later. Oh, sorry, cannon it? Pot it? The reason I said cannon is because that's the word going through my head right on this shot. Splitting these reds.
Prolific long potter he is, so I'd assume he'd take this on.
Oh!
Brilliant shot.
I'm on a red. Oh, I knew that because of all the applause. If there was no applause, I'd be a bit apprehensive about it, you know? So I've left myself a missable one.
No more than half a chance here.
It's there.
13.
Just drops. Let's let gravity take over there, I think. So we're not going to take the blue on this time. Taking on a long yellow.
Beautiful pot. Superb.
Making the cue ball do a lot of work around the table. But obviously that's a given considering where the colours are. You know, the pink and the black aren't particularly ideal. And this isn't particularly ideal, this shot, you know. That's too tight for words. I feel forced into taking this on, which, you know, isn't as bad as I initially thought it might be. Had a feeling it might be alright.
Looking to drop this into the middle pocket.
I don't know if it's there, you know. No, it's not.
Loose play like that isn't what you'd
So, a great chance for Maguire now
Ronnie
to
O'Sullivan.
capitalise on that error. And we only made 15 from that visit to the table. It was a poor shot, really, on the yellow. Okay, I could never really envisage where the colours were going. I did have that red to go at, but I never knew where the cue ball was going. Okay, he's going to probably take a long ball on, but he misses.
Stephen Maguire, 7.
Sentry's still on, but will I take it? I don't. I think the sentry's a bit of a distant dream in this frame, given where the black is,
This is not easy.
or the position, or the
What a
situation of the black in comparison to the other balls of the table.
pretty good to me.
Black's by its spot doesn't mean that it's an easy break, not by a long shot. That black is surrounded by as much balls as it really could be. But yeah, this to win 8-1 between Allen and Maguire. You know, if we won the final by that sort of a scoreline, 9-1, 8-1, you know, I don't think we would. Obviously, we've got to get past this match,
Not what he intended.
and we've also got to pass the semis. But yeah, speaking too soon there.
Ronnie O'Sullivan.
That's what you get for speaking too soon. And that's what happens when your opponent's just so nervous that they can't. And I think that is all the evidence you need to. I think that's all the proof you need
He's missed the pot.
to confirm that Maguire has absolutely gone through it all today. He has struggled. I mean, he's had chances, but I think by the point he got the chances, he was completely frozen out. And, you know, trying to think of a time when Ronnie played Maguire. I think Ronnie's beaten Maguire pretty comfortably on occasions. I can't really think of too many. I can't really think of Maguire beating O'Sullivan ever in my time watching snooker. Meanwhile, got 7 minutes left really to film. I still reckon I could do this. Maguire's just a long way off today. He's not there.
Pace is critical here.
I mean, his mistake really was in the first couple of frames, giving me such good chances. Those are my best frames. And by this point in the match, I got so content and just so desperate. I think that I can't even play that well. But I was hungry in the first match. I wanted it. In the first match, in the first frame, in the first match of this tournament, I didn't really know if I could win it or not. I feel like 40% soft. Anything in the 40s soft enough, but that's a bad miss. I'm gutted to have missed that, obviously. You can imagine, I don't want to miss a pot. No one ever wants to miss a pot, really. Unless, obviously, they're doing a safety or something, but... Not perfect position. He's got it, though. I feel the tables are just beginning to turn. Well, because I think we did give him a chance. And that was a silly shot.
Nicely on the blue.
I think no century on now. I'm just going to play for potting the balls just for what they are. You know, just play position on every shot. Put everything into every shot. Because the amount of times I've just assumed I've won this match just because of the score and the chance I've got is ridiculous. And then I go and mess it up. I think that part of the reason is just in... I think that part of the reason for that is just because of the snooker in this frame. The manner of snooker in this frame. I mean, look where the pink was for all that time. The black was pretty tied up. Now it's a chance. Now this is almost a formality, barring the... I think, yeah, the yellow and... Yeah, barring all three bolt colours, actually. None of them are actually on their spots. Underhit. What's the pink like then? After all that. Oh no. I'd call that just fine. Nice. It's there. And I'm on this pink, I'm on this red.
Excellent pot. It's finished a bit awkward here.
Fowler said I finished a bit awkward. I wouldn't call that anywhere near awkward. I'd call awkward something horrid. Oops, I don't need to know the value of the value of the balls. I'm pretty comfortable with my knowledge of the snooker point system, scoring system in this game.
Nicely done.
Didn't think that was going in though, that cue ball. It did look potential. It did look on at times, but I thought that ain't going in. I know the commentary weren't there, but it just didn't look right. The angle, the angle for the cue ball to go in just didn't look there. So that's good. That's good news. We don't want the cue ball in. The white going in means a foul, and a foul means opponent gets 4 points and gets ball in hand, so they can put the ball anywhere in the D, or they can make us play from there. So they can make us put the ball in the D and play from there, the cue ball.
He looks very sharp at the moment.
Oh, we won the match. We won the match.
Just the colours to go.
Just the colours left. I don't think I got that. No, I thought I'd missed it too. I thought I'd missed it thin, but I'd missed it thick. Not that it matters. He's going to need 2 snookers, and barring those 2 snookers, there's 7 penalty points. We're in the semi-finals. Nope, he's playing on. Has he got a snooker? I don't want to mess with Stephen Maguire on the snookers required stage though. Oh, I'll never forget that match against. Yeah. Don't leave him a free ball. Don't leave him a free ball. That's fine. Yeah, but I never forget. I don't want to mess with Stephen Maguire on the snookers required stage. I know what happened to Tian. Don't know if you remember. Never forget what happened to Tian Peng Fei that time against Maguire when he was playing for snookers. When Maguire was playing for snookers, as the Crucible round 1, Tian was 7-9. So there's 9-7 in front. Tian was. It got over the line. Maguire needed the snooker. You think he might need more than one. He got the snooker, And then he managed the most outrageous fluke that I've ever seen. Like, well, probably some more outrageous stuff than that, but it was outrageous, like it really was. He won the frame, and then he won the match. Like, it was the most, like, you can't help but feel sorry for Tian. So, you know, if we draw Tian in the first round of the Crucible, I hope we do, because, you know, with his record at the Crucible, I think he'd be easy enough to beat. Meanwhile, there's pressure on this now. Got to hit this. Yeah, and I missed it. This could be frame gone. Free ball. Oh, dearie me.
I'm not sure what happened there, but that's a poor shot.
He's put me back in. Lunatic.
Stephen Maguire, 4. Free ball. He doesn't want to play this with too much.
I missed it again.
He could leave his opponent on.
It's absolutely insane what's happening here. All I needed was just to pot that simple yellow. I think it's a formality from... What?
He'll be disappointed with that shot, I think. Foul and miss. Stephen Maguire, 4.
No! Missed it again! I'm running out of time for this video.
And he certainly doesn't want to overhit this.
I've left it on. So we are going to be at 3-1 at the so-called interval, by the looks of it.
That's a pretty poor attempt.
Hurry up, mate. I want to go for my tea break.
2.
Just waiting for it to polish up here, you know. Should have won this frame. Just hurry up! I haven't got much time. I'm running out of time, really sorry guys. I know I'm being impatient, but this guy, man, what's he doing? He's taking like 3 centuries over this.
9.
Just pop the balls. I know you're going to win the frame. Oh my god. I mean, could you have played a worse positional shot? Let's knock this black in for the life. For the life? Well, there you go. He takes the frame from Snooker's required. Absolutely outrageous, and I do not want to even think about what's going to happen next in this match. So you can watch Stephen Maguire break, and that is the end of this video. So guys, hope you enjoyed. Please multi-subscribe, multi-like, you know, all that stuff. Thank you for watching. See you soon. Have a great day. Goodbye.